Yeah, look, it was obviously quite an enjoyable game to be a part of. I think the wicket was a little bit green in the first innings, and I suppose the Indian batsmen wanted to get used to those conditions as well. So batting first, I think, was a good option for them in preparation for the upcoming Test series. But the wicket flattened out a lot through the back end of the game, and I suppose if you had 4 or 5 days on the wicket, it might have been a little bit tougher later on. But the third day was pretty flat. See, traditionally, the Wellington Basin Reserve, I think in the past used to be quite quick and green. I think nowadays, once it's got rid of the grass cover in the first day, it becomes quite slow, which is probably something that's been different in the past couple of years. Hagley Oval is probably one of the fastest wickets in our country, one of the bounciest as well. So with a bit of grass cover, I think it could be quite challenging when seam bowlers are getting it right. But other than that, I think they're pretty true surfaces, so I think it'll be old-fashioned Test cricket, really hard, war of attrition. Yeah, well, he's a fantastic player. Leg spinners get him out, but he does score a lot of runs off leg spinners as well. So it's just one of those players. He's got all the shots in the book, and plays all around the ground really freely. I think he's really good off the front foot, picks length really well. So he's someone that I think you have to keep attacking because he's going to constantly try to put the pressure back on you. But yeah, a lot of respect for the way that he plays. You have to come up with certain plans and be really, really courageous with your bowling as well when it comes to bowling to him. So, fantastic player. Very, very tough to bowl to, and fortunate that I could get him out. Oh, definitely you want to keep the stumps in play, I think, because the wickets don't really turn a hell of a lot. So I think especially even for spinners that generally turn the ball away from right-handers, LBW is probably more of a mode of dismissal. So keeping the ball nice and straight. I think you have to be smart with your fields with the Indian batsmen as a spin bowler. You almost have to have people on the boundary because they are very good at picking length. So if you're slightly over pitch, they're on it straight away to hit it over, straight over your head for 6. So you have to have that kind of protection as well. So it's a really unique thing bowling to Indian batsmen. But yeah, I think the biggest thing he told me was to be really calm and relaxed when I approached the crease, just so I could set a nice base and be able to spin the ball from there. I think it's something that in T20 cricket you can sometimes lose because you're trying to bowl the ball so fast and you almost don't have the time to have a base to be able to get up and over on the ball at times. So that's something that I'm trying to work on at the moment again. Use some of that old some of those old tips that I got from him in the red ball game. I've got Plunkett Shield coming up now, so I'm looking forward to exploiting it in those. Yeah, look, it's going to be a challenging, role, but it's one that I'm really looking forward to. I think the main part of my role is as a spin consultant, so I'm there to help formulate plans for T20 bowlers and all the spinners, and try to give them a little bit of advice around some of the overseas players they probably haven't played against before, that I've played against for quite a bit of my career now. So that's the main part of my role, and I think on the outside of that there's a bit of operations to it, learning the ins and outs of finance of the IPL and all that kind of stuff, but my main role is as a spin consultant. So when I was younger I wanted to study finance, and I have a few of the support staff and also the owners and things at the franchise. I kind of voiced that to them a while ago, and they said, oh cool, if you want to take on the role as spin consultant. I'm only 27 years old at the moment. That's what I mean. It's such a unique opportunity at 27 years old to have. And if I can make some sort of an impact in maybe 10-13 years time, whenever I decide I've had enough of playing cricket, then I'll and hopefully have that experience to bank on. Oh, it's a bit both, I think you start off with the respect of their skills, and you want to tap into their brains as well. So for me, Charles is a great person to tap into. He bowls leg spin, obviously a completely different bowler, but it's great to be able to rub shoulders with those guys and listen to some of their experiences, and maybe they'll say one thing that you can implement into your own game. Rishabh is one of the most destructive hitters of spin I've ever seen in my life, probably the best. And so I constantly in his ear to say, what are the lengths that are the hardest to hit? So
you asked
what is it?
That.
Yeah, absolutely. You watch him play. He's carnage when it comes to hitting spin bowlers. He gets down the track, he uses a really long reach. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I don't think I've seen anyone hit the ball harder.